I can barely get my answer out, but when it comes, between the quick breaths and the sobs, it's stark and emphatic. No! Do you want me to call for help? I can ring the passenger alarm. This elicits an angry response from some of the other passengers, clearly enraged by the prospect of major delays to their journey due to the madwoman in the toilets. Let her pass out. Let her hyperventilate. Let her die. I can't really blame them. Hello? Are you okay? The woman's voice continues, sounding even more worried. Is there anything I can do to help? I've started to focus on the sink in front of me now. The slow dripping tap. The rock and tilt of the train causes the water to fall in a different direction with each drip. I feel the panic start to lessen a little. Enough for me to answer this good Samaritan on the other side of the cubicle door. No, there's nothing anyone can do to help me. Not after what I've done. Chapter 1. To Catherine Marchland at gmail.com. From susan.douglas@douglasevanspr.co.uk. Date 2nd of September 2018. Subject: The Cottage in the Forest manuscript.
Hi, Catherine. I hope you're well. Goodness, I'm not sure where to start. First, I'm sure you know, but I'm not really working in the book world anymore. I've gone into more generalized PR for my sins. But as I said before, I'm very happy to read anything you write. That aside, this manuscript is, to be frank, rather astonishing. I'm sure everyone's got something curious in their past, but your story has got me seriously hooked. I'm also so sorry to hear you had to deal with your mother's breakdown so young. By the way, I wasn't sure how old you actually are in the book. 10? 11? And that your father's solution was to take you all to live in the woods. The details you go into, being left to wander the forest alone, the two visitors who are clearly doing something very strange with your mum. Is all of this true? Of course, I'm not doubting your word, as you mentioned, and I'm sorry to ask. It's all just so shocking. Have you been burying all these experiences over the years without telling a soul? Are the names all real? And lastly, can I ask, was there ever a police investigation? The ending truly shocked me, especially if what happened was covered up somehow. Try as I might, I can't get some of the images you paint in those last few chapters out of my head. They're going to haunt me for a long time, I think. Thank you again for sending this. Let's have a meet-up sometime soon. I can advise you on your next steps and recommend some contacts you can approach. Best, Susan. Susan Douglas, Douglas and Evans PR, at Susan Douglas PR. 23 Howell Park Gardens, Hackney, London. To susan.douglas@douglasevanspr.co.uk. From Catherine Marchland at gmail.com. Date 3rd of September 2018. Subject: The Cottage in the Forest manuscript. Hi, Susan. Thanks so much for reading. I know life must be hectic at the moment, so I really am hugely grateful for this. And yes, it's all true. Mostly. It all happened when I was 10, when my dad took me and my mother to Northumbria for a couple of weeks in the October half-term. When the trip started to run into school time, I believe my father told the school I had flu. The names haven't been changed, at least. I did think about altering them, but something always stopped me. Perhaps because it feels like I'd be doing it to protect the guilty, something I'd rather not do. Even so, I've decided to present the book as a novel. I just couldn't cope with the attention a memoir might bring, and at least as a novel it gives me a bit of room to string it together into a coherent story.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.